Alright, high-tech guys, here's a quick tutorial on how to work the Paperless 141 system. This is about as best video as I can manage right now, just through my cell phone pointed at the screen. So if you can follow along with my mouse here, I'm going to go over, I'm going to click on the Paperless module to open it up. It's going to find it, it's going to connect. First thing I want to do is sign in as myself, as the flight instructor. Need to get the student a scheduled flight. So I'm going to go up here to the resource scheduling tab, and I'm going to click on resource scheduling. I just did a flight with Drew Projatska, so I'm going to try to put that in here right now as if we were doing it on the fly. So this is something you want to do before you go out and fly. Really, we should be scheduling stuff in here as soon as we get the flight scheduled, so we don't overlap each other. So I'm going to do add modify schedule, schedule 4. I'm going to pick Drew Projatska. That's how you say his name here. Resource is going to be 21496 because I'm up here at Mount Pocono. Instructor is myself, Matthew Ritchie. Category flight is fine. It's going to be for today, Saturday the 10th, and I have 10:30 to 12:30. I'm going to turn off these email and SMS notifications. I'm going to click make new schedule. There it is. It popped up down here in the correct time. I'm going to close out. So that's what you would do as the first step as the flight instructor. So now you want to X out of this stuff and you want to go to log off, because really we should be having our students sign in and check the aircraft out and in themselves. So you're going to have your student sign in. If you don't know how to set up sign-ins and passwords for your students, I can show you that here in the end of this video. We're going to click Login. It's going to log into Drew's modular, and as you notice, the students are going to look a lot like ours, except for they're not going to have all the administrative abilities that we do. So the student's going to want to go to Pilot, and the second little, well, we'll look first here. It's going to show the students a current account balance, and they could go back and look at their flights, their own documents, which should have a couple different pieces of information scanned in for them, like their pilot's license, medical, driver's license, birth certificate should all be in there. You go to aircraft data checkout, and you're going to want to have the students select what aircraft they want to check out. So this guy's going to be flying 21496. And we have our checkout fly this aircraft button here. Before they do that, they're going to want to go through all these numbers here and make sure the aircraft is airworthy. I know I have 496 set up. 58 Tango may need a little bit of work here. I'm not sure if the last 50 hour was put in correctly or not, but this is showing everything's white, which means it's all good. We got one yellow box here. We're 4.9 hours away from our next 50 hour. Then go ahead and click Checkout Fly This Aircraft. It's going to give you a please confirm you have reviewed the maintenance and airworthiness data. Yes. There's our aircraft reservation that we just made. Continue. It says thank you, you're ready to fly. Enjoy. Do you want to log off? At this point, you want to click yes, because you're going to have them go out and fly. So now the aircraft's checked out, you're out flying. Fast forward in time to when you're going to check the aircraft back in. You're going to have the student come back in, sign back in like I just showed you. They're going to come back to the pilot modular, and it's going to pop up and say you have a check-in pending because the aircraft has now been checked out. So you're going to click Go to Check-in, and here's where you're going to have to enter your ending Hobbs and ending maintenance Hobbs time. I'm going to grab my book here. Drew and I just flew a 1.5, so we flew from 1426.1 to 1427.6. I'm going to tab over. That's the start of the maintenance Hobbs, 1100.4. The end of the maintenance Hobbs was 1101.5. We didn't add any fuel. I'm sorry, we didn't add any oil. We did add a little bit of fuel, so I'm going ahead and put that in there, 12.40. This isn't essential right now to have all the fuel added in, but I thought it would be a pretty neat feature. It's how the system is supposed to work, and it helps us keep track of exactly how many gallons per hour we're burning on average and things like that. Helps Mr. Carrick there when he's going to edit or when he's going to audit this. And once I input all that stuff, it's going to give you a 1.5 as our total rental hours and $479.70 as the rental cost here in Mount Pocono. It's also going to show you here we have $114 a fuel surcharge included and $20.70 in sales tax. I'm going to go ahead and click continue and book to my account because I'm logged in as Drew, so he's going to book this to his account. So now it's all booked and should be done there. The last step that has to be done is you as the flight instructor, you're going to have to log back in. So we're going to go ahead and X out of this. We're going to go to log off, and then we're going to log in as the flight instructor. So you're going to want to go in and verify that Drew's flight was made, but you're probably going to be watching him in the beginning. I'll show you how to do that in a second here. The last part that you have to do is go into your own pilot modular and go to CFI billing here. And now you have to bill that student for the post and pre and the flight instruction. So we're going to select our student, and you're going to want to take this off of Schweitzer Private Pilot right now and put it on just normal pilot services. It's going to come up as a non-TCO flight. That's correct. And down here under instruction hours 1.5. Build a student, bill now. Right there, it's going to show that it billed Drew the 1.5. Now the last part is under ground instruction, the pre and post, 0.3. I want to click bill now, and then you're set, and then exit. Now if we want to verify that everything is has been done correctly, we want to click out of this modular. We want to go into administration and select account, find your student, there's Drew, and once that comes up you have a couple different tabs here at the top. You have, not sure if you can see that in this video, at the top there we have finance, rentals, pilot info, and a couple other things. So you want to click on the finance button and it's going to show you this last flight here. It's going to show that I did a flight on 110, $479. It's got the fuel charge in it and the tax. There's the flight instruction. There's the pre and post. So everything was done correctly, and Drew still has $1,900 on his account. Now, if you wanted to set up any info for that student as far as a login or figure out what their login is, you would bring up their name here and you would go to pilot info. And right here, you can see Drew's name, his password if we clicked on it, and all his other info. I have his address, his phone number, his driver's license. All these things are supposed to be in here. Emergency contact and things like that. So that about wraps it up for today. Any questions, please give me a call at any time. We'd be glad to help you figure this system out.